Alright, hello everyone. Ah, wrong one. There we go. Alright, I got everything set up. I'm actually gonna rename you default to... what's a good name? You know what? Rowena. Okay, fine. I will change you to settings, gameplay, windowed, full screen windowed. You were being a pain before. Alright, so Rowena had only 4 minutes. I am going to just do new game. Yes. Brand new game for Rowena. Even though she's not really my big one. I think my goal will be enough money to purchase the plot of land that I can build my cafe slash... Well, would it be a cafe? Do I want to do a cafe? Or a restaurant? Yes, they have restauranted. Okay, fine. Yes, I check emails. I might clean up first. Alright. So, welcome to House Flipper. I guess some of you already know this. I cannot sell anything. Multifunctional room. Alright, focus. Focus me. Yes, I am back again, and I'm not playing Minecraft this time around. Alright, first email by Sarah Lewis. Get my stretches in. Alright, topic. Ex-boyfriend stole the radiator from my house. Hello. I'd like to hire your company to put my house in order. I know from photos posted on FaceSpam that my ex-boyfriend broke into my house, made a huge mess, and stole the radiator. It is possible that some other things are missing too. Please clean up the house and replace the missing appliances, not applications. I would ask you not to inform the police about the whole matter. I will settle it with my ex-boyfriend after returning from a business trip. Regards, Sarah Lewis. Alright, time to accept. I am going to need to clean. So, as you can tell, I played this game a bunch of times before. There are a few jobs that I don't like doing. Oh man, I want to mow this lawn. Okay. Remove trash. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do some new table decorations and stuff like that. Maybe I will also buy a new radiator first and foremost. Okay, put you right about here. Assemble. This will be an extremely slow process. And click. And this. And do this. And do this. So my first goal is to get a lot of the things unlocked. Like cleaning, painting, stuff like that. Just so I can get the house done. Here, and here. Alright, new skill point. Alright, let's go. Perks. Cleaning. 25% faster cleaning. Because that is necessary. Alright. This and this guy. And of course, I like to fix the hands. There. Okay. Let's do a nice tablecloth. I might change it to red. Dark red. There. Alright, and then in here, clean up, clean up, clean up. Alright. And clean the dirt. And then the other room, yes, here we are. Okay. A few back over here. There we go, 100% clean. And I earned $785.39. Alright. Saving files to profile portfolio. Not profile like I was gonna go. Okay. Now, time to do some cleaning. Clean up, clean up, clean up. I want to sell all this so bad. Alright. There we go. And for those who don't know, I was actually introduced to this game through Great Still Plays. I actually wanted him to continue the House Flipper series because a lot has been updated through this. Alright, time to clean up the garage. I meant to read the email. I did not read the email, but... And this has always been a fun game for me. I like The Sims, don't get me wrong. It's a fun game. I'm kind of in my younger sister's camp that I like Sims 3 more than The Sims 4. But that's because I kind of grew up on The Sims 3. There's a bit of nostalgia. I just like it. That's my own personal opinion. Alright, clean. Alright, and then sweep up. Swish, swish here, and a swish, swish there. Swish, swish here, and swish, swish everywhere. Alright, get beneath the bikes. And I really enjoy the game. I like the concept of doing some house flipping. Okay. You get stood up. Move over here. You get stood up. Turn. Move over here. Turn. Move over here. Alright, back to cleaning. And this actually gets me into knowing what colors I like. I like House Flipper 2. It is a good game. They just don't have the assembly mechanism that I enjoy. Oh, I love assembling things in this game. Because it kind of gives me an idea of proper procedures. More cleaning. More fast cleaning. Rotate. Better. Clean up. Oh, I never noticed that detail before. I wonder which... Which table that one is. This is a pretty table. I think he might have done that himself. Anyways, the husband in this doesn't really like any of his tools and stuff being touched. But he is a person who likes to work with sand. And so he wanted his garage all cleaned up. And his wife asked me to do it. What I kind of remember from the... There we go. From the letter, because I played this game a few times. There we go. A little less than last time, but $476.84. I might actually switch it over to yen, but that depends. All right. I think I have to get at least 3 jobs done, but I want to keep going down the list, and I'll probably get all the jobs done and rent this house out. Yes, one of the new features of House Flipper is I get to rent houses out. Archive, cleaning the garage. Here we go. So, from Carolyn Smith, hello. We need to clean the garage. Please throw away all the boxes, trash, and old tires. Please don't forget to clean the window, too. It's better not to touch the tools, though. My husband doesn't like it when someone moves them and he can't find them afterwards. Good thing I just straightened them. All right. Topic, radiators. By Jack Graham, from Jack Graham. I will pay you if I am satisfied or you get nothing. Winter is coming. The winters are hard and there are no radiators in my house. Mount them. Very straightforward. Just right on the task. The reason why I'm doing all these jobs first is so I can unlock all the tools. Because if I don't, I can't work on the house fully. Okay. Radiator 1. Right here. Alright, let's get more assembly going. Maybe I should... No, I don't have the cell tool. I think we have a radiator thing at our house. Handy bean. There we go. Close the door. Open the door. Okay, one's already in here. Okay, this one has a towel radiator and a sink. Okay. Now, I'm a little bit more on the... Oh, they got new sinks. Actually, you know what? Let's count how many people live in here. We got the baby's room. Okay, so it looks like we just got 2 rooms. One for the baby, so we'll do a single sink. Oh, let's just go with a Viocena wide. The house is kind of neutral, so I'll go for a neutral cedar. Cedar's up there. Okay. Do I like to get fancy and spend a lot on my clients? Yes, I do. They don't really say what they want. Okay, you go up. Let's do this. Then I do this because I am a perfectionist. And yes, I turn that on ahead of time because sometimes they don't turn that on all the way. There we go. Oh, I want to add a mirror so bad, but no, this is a job. This is a job. There we go. You go in there. You go on top. You go in here. You go on top. Here. Here. And the reason why I like this game is it's just so soothing. But in both games, what bothers me the most is the doors that open both ways. Because if the hinges are facing one way, you open it that one way. Hey. There we go. Yeah. You see what I mean? They open both ways. But like a normal door, the stop's there for a reason. It only opens a certain distance unless there is hinges on both sides. But even front doors, you open it and it swings towards you. Having one that's open both, I think it might just be an animation thing. Okay, I should be able to clean the outside of the house. I can clean it with my broom. This is just hilarious. Alright. Get some cleaning in. Alright, and then I do want to do windows on the outside. But I'm going to get an item first that helps me expand the house. I think I'll stop on just getting the outside done once I get the tool I need, but I need to do more. I can price negotiation, higher payment. There we go. Radiators, and no, I cannot buy it because I need to move my bed, and that requires me selling things. Okay, get the gardening one done. Some houses hold a secret. Mine does not. One thing I want to do is build a basement, but I am not allowed to build a basement. I am very sad about that. I want to build a basement so bad. Alright. Planting is now available. Alright. Alright. So this is grab first. So this is 1 and 3, so let's go with smaller. The smallest! And we'll go with white. And then increase the size because I am a pain in the butt myself half the time and really want to consume everything with the gravel, like I'm doing right now. And then get the leaves. Alright. Number 3 has 2. Okay, so this one also. So number 2. And then 4 and 3 get the two-toned. I am not like this. I am definitely the type of person who doesn't do gravel with far better. I know it looks nice to some people, but not to me. It's not my thing. Clean the edges. Alright, and okay, there we go. Then move over here. However, there is like one thing that will always irritate me. Oh, and that will be fence line, and then you get like this guy right up to the fence line, and then you have to like, what is it? it was like you get up to the fence line and then all of a sudden you can't move it like beyond there, so you're just stuck. It's like you get it here and then it's fine, and then you try to lay down like these tiles and then it's not fine, and you've now got an entire tile that is just hanging there, and you're like, excuse me, please, can I just not have to deal with that? All right, there we go. And aren't these all the same shrubs? Yes, so I can just plant these. Let's see here. Should we go Washington? I'm gonna go Washington Street. There we go. You get one, and then you get one, and then you get one, and then you get one. That might be a little bit off, but I don't care. I know someone will care, and she will, like, come into my room and just stare at me until I get it right. But this is gardening, and I am never good at planting gardens in a straight line. Ever. I mean, I tried to. I had, like, a Japanese cucumber, and I thought I got it into line with the other cucumber, but then it turns out it didn't. But hey, now I got the hose. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna go move this. Oh, I can't sell. Oh, yeah, I can sell it now. Yay! Okay. I'm fine. There we go. That's a little bit better. Should be a little happier with this. Alright. Slow process of digging a hole. Or tree. The hole has been dug. And yes, that is the gardening. And I got $1,000, or almost $2,000. And then you can decorate the trees. And that will be fun. Save your files to portfolio. But this also means like once this is done loading, load, 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 load. I can sell things. Remove, remove, sell, 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 remove. Remove these. Because I am not going to be keeping this the way it was. This is going to be entirely new shape and size. Once I get the proper tools. Window, poster, window, window. I'm going to keep you. Okay. Actually, remove you. And then doors. Here we go. Let's go for a front door. I'm always in the mood for a sliding door, and I like the wooden ones. Let's go with the light bamboo and a beige handle. This way, doesn't matter which side I open. There we go. Close. Okay, and then a quick watering of the house just to clean up anything else. Okay, they mentioned molehills. Gonna go keep an eye out for them. There you are. And this is something like I actually miss in the House Flipper 2 is a lot of these secret activities on your own lot. Like, yeah, there's a lot more you can do, but bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, you still do that. I get to go do this. Hunting speed, mowing, and another 25%. Alright, amaranth balls. This means I can get to painting. Where am I at with this? Alright. I'm at 26 minutes, so that's good so far. Okay, repair the electrical outlet. Move these. After making sure that the power's off, but they don't do that sort of safety just yet. Put them all back in. Screw it back in. Yes, apparently there was a time when my brother was helping my dad with an electrical outlet and the power wasn't turned off and my brother, or was it turned back on? I don't remember the story fully, but my brother did get shocked. Okay, fine. I will move, no, cancel. I will move the bed. Finish it, assemble this. Okay. One, two. So I'm just gonna pretend that the power is off. The only reason why I know it's not off is because I can turn on the lights really easily, and they don't have a fuse box until later. I believe it was one of the later houses that actually started showing fuse boxes. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, fine. Don't clean up the room. Don't clean up the room. Okay, check the bathroom. Nothing in here. Okay, so this needs to be Amaranth, Adventure, and Gray. And this is where we get to learn how to paint. So they basically want, I think I'll do Gray in the kitchen area. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I am definitely the one who will paint my walls in the kitchen. Because it just doesn't look right if it's not painted. Like, yes, I understand you really don't need to paint those, but I would anyways. Refill the paint roller. There we go. Need to unlock that one because it is important. To have. it allows me to stop when it's already been painted. Alright, there we go. And here. Soon I'll be able to unlock the story ones. Like, I always liked keeping the stories separate, like the DLCs and stuff. Like, those unlock different towns and things like that. And then I got more into the story, which is absolutely hilarious because there's one later on that I find really funny. Alright. Oh, that's because I already got like a certain amount done. That's why you're telling me that. Not that I unlocked more painting perks. But if I don't get this done, I will feel unaccomplished. Like, the one thing I like about House Flipper 2 is the tiling option. Like, you can pick and choose where everything goes, so you can have like layered, your personalized wainscoting. I always thought it was like coating, but apparently it's cotting. You can do things like that. But the one thing I have always enjoyed about painting in this one is just the sheer satisfaction of being able to stop at an already painted wall, because the other one is a lot more stylized. So it's like, oh, you can do this and this, and I'm like, sometimes I just want to have the roller stop when it's already been painted. And I'm still awaiting like new stories on that, like new jobs. Like, I think I've gotten done with all of the jobs so far in House Flipper 2. Like, I'll show you later of what I've done. That's not what I want. 20% less paint usage. Okay. Sell. Tasks. More amaranth. And yeah, like, the more colors there are is nice, and being able to like customize things reminds me of The Sims 3. But sometimes I just want to do this. It's fun for me. Because it kind of gives me an idea of what I want. Plus, the other one doesn't really have the styles I like. Alright. Was I supposed to do that one? I thought it said 100%. I'll probably go back through and do that one again just to be sure, because it looked like I was supposed to do something in that bedroom and I think I might have missed it. Archive. Okay, no, amaranth walls. Okay, got 100% on that. Alright, baby on the way. I think this is where I get the ability to build walls? I'm not sure. No, that's later. This one's just more painting and cleaning and things like that. Alright. Time to almost shut myself into a corner. And then do some cleaning. Gonna take me a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay, nothing on the ceilings. Okay, so this will be the little girl's room. So this room will be in pastel pink, which is honestly my favorite form of pink. I love my pastels. Like, I like vibrant colors, don't get me wrong, but if I could wear pastels all the time, I would. If it wasn't for the fact that sometimes I do need to be a little bit more not professional looking, because trust me, my work only cares about the fact that if I'm wearing ratty jeans and printed t-shirts. Okay, close the door. Where is the other spot of dirt? Where are you? You are hiding from me. You are somewhere and you are hiding from me. Okay, you know what? I'll clean the window. And then I'll discover where it has hidden itself from me. It might be the door. It might be. Well, just a little bit more. Don't do this one. And surprisingly enough, my younger sister, like going back to where I learned about this game from was Gracie Kids, but my younger sister actually bought it on my Steam. Or she had her own, and it was on my dad's computer. And I thought I had bought it, but then it turns out it was her, I think. If I remember the story correctly, which, to be fair, I probably won't remember the story correctly. Where is that last little piece of dirt? Move to here. Not here. Yeah, you're still gonna be in the middle of the room because I need to do painting. And it's a little bit better to do painting when you are out of the way. Like, it's a little bit too bright pastel pink. I'm much more of a softer pink, like this guy here. But let's see what it looks like underneath the light. Yeah, I'm much more of a fan of this pink. So faded, but not too faded. Alright. More paint. More paint. I can't wait until I get up to the 40% less paint usage. It generally means I don't have to keep going back to the bucket. Plus, in this game, you get to see kind of like the transition to the like white to pink, or the orangey yellow, the yellow to pink. That I enjoy. Looks like we might be earning over $2,000 on this job. There we go. Alright, and then... Don't paint the ceiling, don't paint the ceiling. So what I'm thinking of doing with this one is doing for a lot of the houses that I can flip and then rent out and stuff like that. I'm thinking of doing kind of like almost Sims challenges, like Sims 4, except House Flipper style. Like money challenges, color challenges, things like that. But make it House Flipper. Like, because A, this doesn't have round wall sections. Wall. Hey, cannot pronounce that word today. It's the word wall. I could do wall sits. So, anyways. Focus back to this. Like, you can only do diagonals and stuff, or you can't even do diagonal walls. I'm a little sad about that. I want diagonal walls. Give me the diagonal walls. Like, there is a game on YouTube Play where it is just making blueprints the entire time, and they give me diagonal walls. They give me the diagonal walls. So why can't you give me the diagonal walls, House Flipper? Like, in both games, there is no diagonal walls. And I will figure out where this spot is eventually. Because that will irritate me. Alright, baby cod. Baby here. Here. Actually, you know what? Change. Mainly because pastel rose. Let's do pure white inside. That way you can have a cute little blanket. Wait. Are you facing the right way? It was not. There we go. Now it is. Bookcase. Let's do a nice nut. That would look nice, like right here. And against the wall so the books don't fall out. There we go. Changing table. Here. And some poofs. Poof. Then turn it back here, and then put one right here. I will figure out where that dirt is eventually. No, don't get distracted. Sometimes it glitches like that. Let's move on to this room. Clean all the dirt in the kitchenette. Like, I understand. Some people like having this. I am not one of those people. Because I actually like to have a dining room. And when I don't have a separate dining room to eat in, I do get a little concerned about, you know, trash on the floor and like not really taking care of the space. I'm a worry wart. I mean, seriously. Like I always say, I would not want to be the one with the telepathy ability. Why? Because if I read minds, I can barely figure out my own. Why would I want to help figure out other people's? I get to think a lot. a lot deeper this morning. However, poignant question for later, but if I could have any superpower, it would be the analyze ability. Like in a lot of this isekai manga. I would want to learn how to gain the ability to analyze things. And level that skill up until I can tell the difference between different things. Like fruits and vegetables that have very similar plant leaf shapes to each other and stuff. Because I want to know the difference between a zucchini and a cucumber. Everyone says that a zucchini is a squash. However, there are too many similarities between a cucumber and a zucchini that makes me doubt that. Taste is probably one of the key differences, but their appearance, how easy it is. The cucumber has a little firmer skin. I will give it that. But seriously, they look the same. They have the same insides. My younger sister does not like zucchini because she thought it was a cucumber and took a bite and did not like zucchini after that. Seriously. She's fine with it in noodles, but she's not fine with it plain unless it's minced up. And let's see here. You look at the plant, and the zucchini plant, the cucumber plant, and admittedly the pumpkin plant all have similar leaf shapes. I had a guy at my work who I was talking about this with, and he pointed out that the pumpkins were also very similar. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I look at his plant, and it was zucchini. I'm like, oh, so you're going to get the zucchini. And he's like, oh, sorry, I'm talking too fast. So what happened was there was a guy at work who we were having this discussion with, and he was pointing out that the zucchini also shared a similar plant that it came from, a vine, with the pumpkin as well. And I had noticed that he had gotten a zucchini, so I pointed it out to him. Turns out he was trying to get a pumpkin. So, yeah. Keep an eye on which plants you get at the store. Because it might not be the one you were expecting because you thought you were getting the right one, and instead you're getting the lookalike. Cucumbers grow on vines, pumpkins grow on vines, and zucchinis grow on vines. Another similarity. I wonder if it's because they have similar shaped plants that a zucchini was called a squash. But I'm not sure because I've noticed that with a lot of squashes, sometimes they have a lot of seeds on the inside, not just a few here and a few there, but it's you got the meat of the fruit, and then you've got the zucchini, and then you got the seeds, but a zucchini isn't like that. It's it doesn't have that same kind of pulpiness to it. With acorn squash, spaghetti squash, things like that. So I'm just curious on what defines a squash now? And why is it that a zucchini is seen as a squash? Yeah, that's why I want the analyze ability. I think of questions like that during work. I have some very interesting talking topics. Huh. Everything's done. Okay, so that other one was just a glitch. So I'm earning $7,012.43. And yes, I always make the beds. I do not like an unmade bed. Okay, this helped bring up my cleaning skill. Got another perk. Okay. So this might take a while because I want to unlock a few things, like the lawnmower or the weed eater. Okay. And 50% extra payment. I need to remove the bushes. So they got weeds in the garden and wants me to overlay the lawn. If the dirt is too high to reach with a mop, to be fair, I would just utilize something a bit different. I would use the hose from the outside and then make sure I spray down the entire house. And yes, technically that would soak an actual house, so don't do that to people. Do not do that, folks. Because this is game and you don't need to actually dry everything off. Okay, and now time for the longest part. Well, actually, after I'm done, do this. And then trying my best not to scream whenever I do not get it down here. Because it does not like it when I do that. There we go. A little bit more. Because unlike some people, I prefer getting the lines. Okay, you're a bit too big. And then get to scroll you all the way up. Because that is what I like to do. Shibby-doo-doo-ba-doo-be-doo-ba. Doo-be-doo-be-doo-ba-doo. Okay. Do I need to get the edges on this? No, we're kind of good. Okay. Alright, let's get this going. Okay, where is it? I think it might be glitching. Okay, open. that means there is a missing spot on these guys. Alright, time to okay, which means it's just this one. Fine, I'll do the medium. Okay. Okay, there's just a small spot that I did notice. Alright. Okay. Got the weed eater going. Which I did not get everything. There was still some grass that was up there. Okay. Then small lawn and a pool. Alright. So their plot is quite large and they want a pool added in. I like that kind of house style with like this, the awning, I think it's called. Do I remember? Not so much. Lawnmower! Give me the lawnmower. Okay. And so, I had fun at work today. It was a good day. Got to talk to two gals. One of them, I think that was today. Yeah, one of them was wearing a hair shirt. That wasn't today, that was yesterday, but yeah, that might have been yesterday. Today I was chatting with a gal who liked Crocs. I always enjoy it when people point that out. Because I always like saying afterwards that I like to carry it. Because you know that as Christians we're supposed to pick up our cross and follow Jesus. Because he is the one who carried the cross first. And she said, I like that thought. And you're talking. And I was referring to the verse of the day, which is on my phone, which is on the ground, because I have my phone out when I'm on this. I get distracted by other things on my phone, and then I ignore what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Which is generally looking up how to do things, because I don't know how to do things a lot. So I like to look it up. Like study. Like, yes, there is a time and a place to do that. And a lot of times with video games, you want to experience it yourself. But sometimes you just gotta open up a book and learn. It is at medium speed. I should be in my directions. This is what I need to do tomorrow. That is exercise. And so far everything's been done great. hostile, sir, but that is to be expected. Because I haven't used them in a long time. And those people think that because you work retail, you're basically lifting a lot of weights. Oh, yeah. But you're not working out certain areas. Like, I'm not working out my thighs or I'm working out my calves, let's be honest. Being 5'2" and having to reach at the register does require tiptoes and calf stretches. Swimming pool. Let's go with a beige color. Come on. Come on. I actually like the animation for the pool filling. It's actually one of my favorites because... Okay, let's see here. It actually looks like deep water, and then like it pops into like the pool water. I actually find that a lot of fun. Don't worry about my Minecraft series. I'll still get back to it once I manage to find my way home and out of the sunken place I am now a part of. Okay. Outside, mow the lawn. Probably get rid of these bushes here and here. Mowing the lawn. Do I miss it sometimes? Yes. And it's the same with mowing lawns in general. You're going to miss the lawn half the time. There's one thing I'm slightly sad about with these houses. And I'll show you why once I get the item. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm saving up enough jobs and getting a few other things where I will have to break down walls. Having the hammer and the wall maker. it is a good 1,000 French song. I like. I also like Skillet. Aha, there was one. See, this is why I like the lawn mowers. They get the lawnmowers. There we go. All done. Works. Tall grass. Oh, did they change this carpet? That was weird. What's that? Hmm. Maybe it was just used on a job recently. Okay, I think I'm cutting down these two trees, like on the left-hand side. No, wait, those might stay up. I think it might be the birch. Okay, axe time. Okay, yeah, these aren't. Yeah, it's these two. I think later in one of the DLCs you get a chainsaw. Was that in House Flipper 2? I don't remember. Yes, I may have cut it correctly, but it fell towards me. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Bury and fill oblong-shaped pool. Pond. It'll be a really fun one. Like, I know they are currently doing a remake, which is fine. But maybe do like a pirate or seashore themed one. Alright. Where are we at? Can I pause the recording? Yes, I can. I'll be right back. Alright, and I am back. Sorry about that. Alright. So I think the next one... Okay, hold on. Let me just... sidebar moment. So I still need... Okay. Still painting some objects. Max Patrol. One more brush cutter. Do I have anything else? Oh, right. And that stuff I think I'm getting in the next one. Okay, additional walls. Alright, this is by Thomas Johnson. I have not gotten him yet because the guy who had the baby on the way was Matt Marlowe. Alright. And because I just have this, I'm going to move along. Every single time I do this, it now becomes like a surprise stream. I don't care how much time I take on these. Like, yes, there's an achievement for that, but not really an achievement hunter. Anyways. Like, it's always a surprise when I get one. Gardening skill. Stop. Alright. That's better. That's the one thing I wish I could put on some gutters or like remove them. Oh, there's really badly there. Anyways, moving the gutters, or at least moving the position, so then I wouldn't have to. I know that they wanted to keep a lot of the original house intact, but the very first house is your house. Like, quite literally, that is your workshop. You live there. Why can't I renovate it the way I want it to? Like, can I move the gutters somewhere else? Can I please change through? I know they'll be allowing certain things like that next game in the remake version. But come on, why can't I do it in this one? Oh, because they weren't considering that idea until much later. But if they take out... No. Itchy. Okay. But if they take out the assembly line, I am going for the assembly feature again. I am going to be very sad. Because I actually like that feature. Like, that's basically like the Mako to my Mass Effect. Like, I really love having Mako. Like, I had fun riding it. I had like fun with like the weirdness of it. I love the Mako. I love the assembly feature in this game. Like, it's why I play House Flipper 1 more than I play House Flipper 2, because House Flipper 2 does not allow me to assemble my shower. Like, please, let me have that back. I love that. Okay. Got the garden all mowed. And so this unlocks both, I think. Okay, electrical outlet that needs to be repaired is right here. Like, why this feature wasn't kept in, I don't know. I've been trying to find that answer out after the zucchini and cucumbers. That will always be a question in my mind. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go get some water. So when I start coughing like that, it generally means I'm very thirsty. Get water into the cup to get some warm water going. Alright. Okay, headphones back on. You. Okay, and this is the second biggest mystery. Why won't this go back to where it was before? Like, I have it exactly where it was before. Move the plant a little too... Okay, move the plant up here. I'm going to have to move this out a bit. Okay. Like, seriously, why doesn't this go... You over here. You over here. Like, seriously, why doesn't this move back to where it was before in the corner? Like, you seriously have to get over here, which leaves that much room, which leaves no room in here. Can fit the plant behind there. No? Okay. Anyways. Yes. Okay. Watch as I proceed to forget about the red wall and then it's there. Forget about its existence. This guy. Okay. The first one you want to buy is, of course, the extend the walls. Actually, the first one I want to buy is they already come pre-painted. Might do something nice for the kid. It's his daughter's room. Wait, beforehand. Okay. Alright. Beads. Mason. Ooh, faster demolition. There we go. Alright. Store, walls, paint, grayscale, white. I will make sure that these walls do not look like they're brick. Now I was thinking pink. It's gonna do something special. But there's also blue in here, so I'm not sure what color scheme to go for. It always gets me wondering. It's gonna be the same wall over and over again. Yep. Everyone likes their rooms white. I'm like, can't we get at least a little bit of color in here? Tasks. Like, why is it that bed can fit against the wall, but the other bed couldn't fit against the wall? I have questions. Questions that need answering. The rooms always seem so small to me. Like, I'm always very curious on, like, meters squared, then see what it means, because I know sometimes it's, like, bigger, but it can also be smaller. Okay. Check. Okay, yeah. All I'm missing is from this one. I do believe it's in this one. The walls in the bedroom. Okay, I think it's the necessary extra bathroom. This is getting long enough as is. And I'll do all the other ones in order. Because I just need to get this one done, and then I got like 2 more. I'm already an hour in. Of course, I add extra time to this 5. And I got the last one. Alright, so this was the right one. Alright. Set the door. Break down the walls. There we go. That was a part of it, but I feel so empty that right there. I don't know the right type of things to use. So. Alright. Laying down the floor tiles. Alright. And now we want ceramic gray. And now, time for the slowest process ever. Waiting until you get the tile count up, then you can be happy. But you have to do these one at a time until then. One at a time. Boink. That's for an entire stack. How many more do I need to go? Demolition, more demolition. Couldn't find that one. So I haven't started on my negotiation yet. Dining, demolition, building. Handyman. Here we go. Be the tiler. So 4 more. Or plastering holes in the wall. But I really want to get my assembly speed up, but I know that I should really get more tiles. Because with more tiles comes more, about here. More wiggle room. Plus I can always adjust it later if I don't like it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay, so one more here. Then I get rid of this guy. Then here. then I can just do the rest of the room in this ceramic gray. Okay, much better. I don't want to actually like that light. Don't change the light. Okay. Oh, much better speed. And then I can hold 6 of these at once. There we go. And then here. And then 3, 2, 1, 3. One more here. Alright, and then no, one more tie off. There we go. Alright, and then just have the sink. Just see how many bedrooms there are. Just like that. 1, 2. Got extra sink there. Then okay. That's it. Okay. Okay, so they are hiding where the hinges are at. Bathroom fixtures. This seems like a double bathroom, so we'll go with a very neutral wood color. I like the double white, but unfortunately it takes up the area where the toilet's supposed to be. So assemble! Boink, boink. Up. Over. Screw. There we go. Down, in, up, over, down. Okay. And the toilet. I will always go for the standard one because I like the look. I'm not a big fan of the like buttons on the top. It just feels weird to me. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. Shower time. Baths and showers. Right one. A little bit too big, but I might have to go with just the regular standard if it's, yeah. Say that or do this one. Okay, so they want the color of bright lavender and alluring lavender. Okay. Oh, that's new. I swear this was different before. I think I'll go with the same theme here. Just get that one bright spot and then do the rest is just the bright lavender. There we go. Lavender. I like lavender. And yeah, I am still refusing to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. I'm still a little about it. Horror games are just not my forte. Games like this are. I swear that used to be like 2 wardrobes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, growing your chair, kiddo, sorry. There we go. Now I'm curious if I can buy that in store. For my own house. I have some ideas of what I can do with that. If it's just a kid room thing, I'm going to be pretty irritated actually because all the stuff I can do. I have to get the tool first. I have to finish up all this painting. And this allows me to get paid while doing my skills. Yeah, there are a few that I like to avoid in this situation. A few of the jobs, because one of them was literally the guy basically saying, hey, can you rip up my mom's flower bed? Just so I can have a garden to make nectar. And then he is going to lie to his mom. I don't like that one because A, he's basically having me do something very dishonest, and both Robina's character and myself wouldn't actually like that. It's like there isn't much but honestly it's kind of the best policy. It's why one of my favorite characters from MLP is Applejack, because she prefers to be honest. And yes, there's times where she's dishonest. I mean, heck, I've been dishonest before. I am a horrible liar, mind you. I am really a horrible liar. Oy. And thank the Lord that I am, because otherwise, like, there'd be a lot of stuff that I would want to lie about. But he gave me an honest and compassionate heart. And one driven to always see things through, even if it takes me a while. Like for most of the night, like dishes. But I will always get those dishes done, even if it takes me like 15 reminders. I should probably scoot up a little closer to the microphone. Okay. Excuse me. Like, I like this sky blue color, and I want to use that in something. There we go. Yep, no, need more. There we go. Yep. Alright. So this, I do need to talk to you guys. So, once again, for all those who are new here, I am Hikari Karai, 24587 used to be, but then things happened and now I'm just Hikari Karai or Rowena Cooks, even though my name is not actually Rowena. Rowena is just a character and my Minecraft avatar so far. And I do cosplay as her sometimes, unless I really don't want to wear the wig that day, which is a lot recently. And my channel is mainly for hobbying, like playing video games is my hobby, YouTube is my hobby, evangelism is not my hobby. Hence why one of my favorite YouTube channels is Watchman River. Go check him out if you're interested. He is honestly a really chill dude, and I really enjoy listening to him in the mornings. I probably need to clean up a bathroom or two, but finish painting the walls first. Sleepy Blue. I know what sleepy is. How many walls can you paint in this house? All of them. I can paint all of the walls. Anywho. But yeah, the reason why I don't post a lot of the time is mainly due to the fact that A, work, B, hobby, C, you know, exercise. And I just want to die after that one, but I can't unless the Lord takes me home. Take me home, 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 home. Alright. Just like how watching anime and playing video games is a hobby of mine as well. I'm not going to do it all the time. And plus, it kind of allows me to like socialize with my sisters instead of trying to do YouTube all the time. And I like my job. I'm not going to turn YouTube into a full-time job, mind you. It's not like I'm obsessed with work. I like chatting with people at work. And I like working. Like seriously, if I'm not on a vacation to somewhere, I am definitely gonna go crazy. Like, if I'm not camping and or taking a road trip with my family, at least once a year, and I'm just stuck at home doing nothing all day, I get a little bit weird. I'm like, give me something to do. I can't be playing video games all the time. I have done that before. It is not fun. Like, seriously, I was stuck in my room for almost an entire week. Like, I think I worked one day that week. And most of the time I was stuck in my bedroom because my mom was making my Christmas birthday present. It was my birthday present. And I basically couldn't leave unless I let her know. And even then, I'm like, let me out. And so, like, I would tell her I'm on the top of the stairs and go do some exercises. But even then, it wasn't what I needed. I needed to be doing something that wasn't video games or reading manga or writing. Though, to be fair, it was also during the time where I was struggling a bit with my faith. So there was that. Is it this bathroom? No? Is there another bathroom that I'm missing? Like, is it... No? Is it this bathroom? Mirror. That's what I'm forgetting. I was forgetting a mirror. Ah. Water? Wait. Am I at 100%? Yeah, I'm at 100%. Do I want to reach down and grab my phone? There we go. That was me. Don't worry, Duo. I won't forget you. Probably just do one Japanese lesson. Alright, so the verse of today is 2 Corinthians 9:7. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. I liked that verse because it reminded me of another one. Do I want to go search for it? No. Will I go search for it? Yes. Alright. Well, you are going to entertain people. Okay, here we go. Psalms 50. So
I can't believe it. When it all started to come together, this happened. Look at the barn. The roof is gone. The inside is a mess. And our Molly has vanished. We got her from the Happy Ranch when she was a calf. She's the apple of my eye. Joe's been trying to find her for hours now. I must join him. It may be easier to spot her from my plane. Meanwhile, Sort out the barn, please.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be one thing less to worry about now.
So, the 2 Corinthians 9:7 reminds me of Psalms 50. God himself is judge. A psalm of Asaph. The mighty one, God the Lord, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God shines forth. Our God comes, he does not keep silence. Before him is a devouring fire, around him a mighty tempest. He calls to the heavens above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather to me my faithful ones, who made a covenant with me by sacrifice. The heavens declare his righteousness, for God himself is judge. Hear, O my people, and I will speak. O Israel, I will testify against you. I am God, your God. Not for your sacrifices do I rebuke you. Your burnt offerings are continually before me. I will not accept a bull from your house or goats from your fold. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on a thousand hills. I know all of the birds of the hills, and all that moves in the field is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world and its fullness are mine. Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer to God a sacrifice of thanksgiving, and perform your vows to the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. But to the wicked, God says, what right have you to recite my statutes or take my covenant on your lips? For you hate discipline, and you cast my words behind you. If you see a thief, you are pleased with him, and you keep company with adulterers. You give your mouth free rein for evil, and your tongue frames deceit. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son. These things you have done, and I have been silent. You thought that I was one like yourself, but now I rebuke you and lay the charge before you. Mark this then, you who forget God, lest I tear you apart and there be none to deliver. The one who offers thanksgiving as a sacrifice glorifies me. The one who orders his way rightly, I will show the salvation of God. And the reason why, despite how that verse seems a lot, is the fact that he quite literally said that it's not the sacrifice, but the heart behind it. Which is why I always liked the 2 Corinthians verse, because it isn't what happens on the outside. It's not how we glorify him, but it's the way he knows our heart. And that is just really cool to me, because it's like, it wasn't about the sacrifices itself. It was the idea of doing it in thanksgiving. It's the idea of doing it out of gratitude and out of selflessness, out of love towards him. Which is what I think Paul was getting at, actually. When he wrote that in 2 Corinthians. Was that don't do it because it's the rules. Do it because it's on your heart and you are just glad to give. Which is why some people's gifts are of giving. Mine's compassion. I connect to people very easily. Like, it isn't hard for me to kind of, it's not getting a read off of people, but I can understand them in a way. It's like, it's not empathy, but it's, I can relate to the thought process. So when it's someone who kind of gives me the creeps, I always think that's the Holy Spirit warning me. And I don't get it often. A lot of the time it's an utmost sadness or knowing that I can't, like, it's not, I can't change this person. It's I can't help this person. Only God can, sort of feeling. And yeah, it does get to me a lot. I do feel really bad when I can't help people or I'm physically incapable of doing so. This one down. Get the ones on this side. Like, an example of me being physically incapable of doing so is, like, if I'm hurting really bad and I can't help someone move something, I feel really bad because of it. It's like, because I kind of get sick easily or things like that, no one really, like, they kind of roll their eyes when I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling too good. It's like, I think deep inside, it's like, I feel guilty because I know I'm physically incapable of doing so, but I feel bad because I can't help them. There we go. It's like right here. Okay. Time to hang out. Okay. Back here, I think. Second floor. There you go. This always irritates me because it requires perfect precision, except this doesn't give me perfect precision. There we go. There we go. So, hay bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Finish the bed, make it look nice. Not that I'm making a giant bed over here just for chilling and hanging out. And then up here. Okay. Then this requires the straw bales, which... Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. Milk containers. Alright. Then get these guys. There. Alright, buy this guy. Alright. That's in gate. Let's do some, of course, dark oak. Of course, dark oak. And a gate. Alright, and then light switch, wood. Alright, then fluorescent lighting. So that will be over each one of these. Okay. Cattle trough. I think these go out here. Alright, and then watering trough. I think I'll put one here, but then one out here. There we go. And there we go. Then straw animal bed. 1. 2. 3. Then herm bucket. 1 and 2. And a wheelbarrow. That's upright. And then I can do this with. There we go. Complete the job. 100%. There we go. Looking all snazzy. Okay, so the second job. and get me the other item that I require to start work on the house. Oh, nope, I got it. I got the item. Okay. Can I change the... No, I can't change the roof. Okay. Can I get rid of... Oh, I can't get rid of that. Okay. So, I will have to do what I normally do in the first place. Try not to cry when I lose out on a ton of money. Because this costs a lot. Alright. Cheaper. Yes, I am a Scrooge McBrick. Okay. Might bring it out a little bit more. Here. Bring you out about here. I think it's here. More cheap. And I think last time I did this. About like... There we go. And I think once I am done, I think I can cheat this a bit. Let's do this and this. I'll see if it counts later. Alright. Okay. Now I only have 6,000. However, still means I have room to play. And walls to tear down. This won't be fun. Something else will be done. But once these walls are down, I will leave it for the night. Whether or not I should try to get more balls hanging out. Alright. Store walls. I always like to do doorways. Bamboo. Not bamboo. to go a little bit smaller. No, that. There we go. I swear this one does not like me. To the ceiling. Alright, so this is what I got so far. I'm gonna delete that and put another one. And I always like doing like bedroom here. I should do another sliding door. I'm not sure yet. But normally I try to keep this like one floor. Dag nabbit, do I want to do like 2 to 3 floors with this one? Like, really just wow it up. And this area is a little garden area. Not sure if I wanted to like open it up to this part or just do windows here. Okay, I need to really focus on what I want to do. Okay, first things first, create the bedroom. What do I want to do the bedroom on the second floor? Oh, desk. I will put in a desk. Somewhere. A desk that I like, not the desk from before. Okay, for assembly, radiator plumbing system. Put in here, only because I don't know if people, if they buy this place or rent this place, because you can rent it and then come and visit it, but you can't really change much about it. So I'll just add in a radiator or two. Just so I can get my assembly in there as well. Alright. And some windows. There. I like those arches. And I kind of got it matching. Okay. This is what I have so far. This is the outside of the house that's going to need work. But the real question for you guys. Should I, when I get there, add a second floor? Actually, let's see if... I can choose it just like this. Okay. Because I'd like to get this up all the way. And the answer is no, I'm not keeping this. Okay, how many more do I need? 3 more. One, two, three. Which means I now can do second floors. Which means I'm still not sure. So if you want to post in the comments section, please do so if I should do a second flooring. Because I can't change this one at all. Like, this is the one thing I'm still sad about, is I can't change this one. But I can make second or third floors. Or if you just want me to roll for it, too. I probably won't post for a while, but maybe because I'm doing a lot of jobs. Alright guys, have a good night and see you later.